Now, there's a symbol that you'll find that expresses a person that becomes a gateway. It's called a hexagram. A hexagram is a symbol that represents a person that enters into the deep hidden mysteries of witchcraft so that they can become a gateway for the demons and Satan himself. Now notice, a hexagram is nothing more than two interlocking equilateral triangles. One right side up, one upside down. It's also that Baphomet symbol you see that's represented by people making that hand sign, the Baphomet hand sign. What it says is that person is a gateway for the devil. What happens? You get a right side up triangle, which is the human spirit, soul, and body, interacting with the devil's trinity, which is the beast, the false prophet, and Satan. You interlock those two entities, you open up a portal to allow the devil to express himself. If you study that symbol very carefully, what you'll have is, on the outer perimeter, 6 triangles. In the indentations of the hexagram, you find 6 inner angles in the slots. In the inside sanctuary, you'll find a 6-sided chamber. 6, 6, 6. That's what it is. That makes you a gateway. That's the mark of the beast. That symbol flies over a nation right now. It flies over Israel right now, and they call it the Star of David. But you know what the Bible calls it? The Star of Remphan, a demonic fallen entity. Look it up when you study time in your concordance. The Star of Remphan. I think it's R-E-P-H-A-I-M. Yeah. A symbol given by, I think it was the Rockefellers, initiated that symbol for Israel. It's the mark of the Antichrist. I come in my Father's name, me you won't receive. Him that comes in another's name, him you will receive. They're being set up to receive a 7-year peace treaty brought by the world systems to sell their souls over to the devil. Well, that's that hexagram flying over the nation. Now, a gateway. What we're trying to become is a portal, a gateway for God to manifest himself. How do witches and warlocks become gateways? They dedicate themselves, they consecrate themselves, they have to pass over into another realm. You see it all the time in videos. You'll see them go through what I call initiations, even in videos, you know, like hip-hop videos. Beyonce went through one and she passed from being Beyonce to Sasha Fierce. Jay-Z set the car she was in on fire. She passed through the burning flames and was resurrected as this entity. From that point on, she became a member of the Baphomet cult and a Masonic initiate. Now she's a gateway. She had to prove to them that she would do what was necessary to be a portal and a gateway for the devil. And the devil rewards you, contingent upon you becoming a gateway for him. James Dean, the actor, was all into metaphysics. Michael Jackson channeled demonic spirits to ride to power. Queen, the rock group, Led Zeppelin, Blue Oyster Cult, the guys who sing Hotel California, the Eagles, the Beatles, nothing but myth. If you listen to the Beatles song, they talk about My Sweet Lord. Oh my Lord, I really want to see you, Lord. I want to be with you, Lord, but it's been so long, so long. Oh, hallelujah. They get to the very end of the song, you know what they say? Hare Krishna, Hare. They ain't talking about Jesus Christ. They're talking about a Middle Eastern guru. They're tricking folk. It's a slick presentation. It's all about tricking folk. It's all about tricking folk. Everything. That wasn't the Beatles' song. That was somebody else's song, that song.
That was George Harrison.
George Harrison wasn't the Beatles, right?
After the Beatles.
Yeah. So it was one of them, but it wasn't the whole group. It was him.
Oh, went through all that junk.
Yeah, they all went through the initiations of the Middle East and the Far East. But I knew it was one of them, but it wasn't the whole group. It was really George Harrison that was really, but they were all part of that junk, you know what I'm saying? And what it's doing is opening up gateways. See, the devil just can't walk up over here and be the devil in the row. He got to have a portal, a gateway. The structures in Egypt, the pyramids. The pyramids were actually portals. They were actual gateways to pay homage to the heavenlies, and they would beckon the fallen entities to come to earth. And that was a gateway. That all-seeing eye on the back of the dollar bill is representing a gateway or a portal to illuminate the initiate's mind, to open up to receive the devil's wisdom, mind, knowledge, and its information. All right, so now, how do we open up a gateway to God? He gives us the keys in the Bible. Meditate on my word day and night. Then will you prosper and have good success. Pray always in the Spirit, with all prayer and supplication. Fasting. That's dedication, consecration, presentation of yourself as a living sacrifice. The only way to get a gateway to open is you got to have a sacrifice on the altar. That's why they sacrificed up to idol gods all through the Old Testament. That's what the Egyptians did. That's what every culture does. This is why Beyonce had to be represented as a burnt offering. She was sacrificing herself up to the entity that was going to actually incarnate itself in her and was going to raise her up to stardom. They must consecrate themselves. She went through another initiation with Lady Gaga into lesbianism recently on that telephone video. Now she's a bisexual, asexual amalgamation of both woman and man. That moves you up to higher levels. You see, the more perverse you become and the more you lose identity with your own sexual character, if you become like a duality of sexes and you become like a bisexual androgynous person, the devil will move you up. So the people who really want to be made in the stars, you watch how many of them come across androgynous, genderless, no gender specifics allowed. You become this thing that can express to all people. That's why it moves up Ellen DeGeneres. That's why it moves up Rosie O'Donnell. That's why it moved up Oprah. See, everything it's got to be reflective of the devil. The more you're like the devil, the more he'll move you up. And he tests you to see if you'll sacrifice yourself to him. He'll bring you to a place where he'll challenge you to see what you'll do. So he told Jesus, you bow down and worship me, I'll give you all these kingdoms, all these cities, and all these lands, showing them all these things in a moment in time, because they've been betrayed into my hands. And everybody you see moving up in the world, you better believe, buddy, they have to be addressed by the devil to see if they want to move up. Marilyn Monroe went to the Church of Satan. Jane Mansfield went to the Church of Satan. These folk gave themselves over to Satan. Rock and roll boys, they go deep into satanic filth, man, to move up. Here recently you're seeing a lot of them. One drummer just had a massive brain hemorrhage on the stage playing rock and roll and died. 3 days ago, the lead singer for the rock group Poison, massive hemorrhage in his brain in critical condition. See, this stuff comes with a price, man. The devil will double back to see you. Lisa Left Eye Lopez. That left eye always exemplifies satanic ritualism and an allegiance to Satan. Dead down in the Caribbean. TLC had become the top selling girl group in the history of the recording industry. The devil got to take somebody, though. He's going to come see you.